What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark from MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today we're going to talk about Penelope, Season 1. I watched the whole thing. It's done. It's behind me. And yeah, it's there. I don't know who this show's made for, but we'll get into that. It's audio descriptions on Netflix. I actually totally forgot who did it. I don't know, IDC or DVW, one of the two. Uh, you can rapidly move through Penelope. You might as well just binge watch the whole thing. Although the weird thing is, the episodes are cut in such a way where there's like a noticeable, because I did watch some of them like back to back, and they don't immediately pick up where they left off. So it makes for a weird binge watch. I'm just gonna say that right away. I'm just gonna like, what? Because a couple times we went in the next episode, I was like, but we didn't. What happened before? I don't understand. Like, I didn't understand why this just happened. What was this transition? Um, so very odd transition sometimes. So what is the story about? Penelope is a young girl who is essentially runs. I don't want to say runs away because that sounds like she's running from something. She leaves home. You could call her a runaway if you want. Because she has a calling to like live in a national forest. Best way I can describe this, I don't know. She's at a club in the beginning and she sees like a wolf in the club, but it's like obviously just like a vision. So like it's like speaking to her. There are weird scenes in this thing. This thing is fucking weird, man. She like talks to a tree, like has a like a legit conversation. She's like, if you could just protect me tonight, that'd be great. I'm just here. I trust in you and I want to be part of, and she says she has like a 5-minute conversation with the tree. But she's not insane. She's just a girl who wants to commune with the earth, but she wants to do it in a very like Gen Z way. She sort of has books on like what berries not to eat and like how to build a lean-to, like camping for dummies. She also isn't really supposed to be there because she didn't really have the money to pay for the entry, but she kind of sneaks her way because, let's face it, you can pretty much sneak into a national park. It's a park. If you're on foot, you could pretty much enter from anywhere. And lives in the park. Lives in the forest for a while until, I don't know, stuff happens, end of the 8 episodes. For my blind audience, by the way, I have a black baseball hat on today, black sunglasses, and a Spider-Man shirt. So if you made it this far into the review, congratulations. Subscribe for descriptions of... I sometimes I forget to do that. Mark Duplass is behind this, and he's part of the whole reason why mumblecore is a thing. If you've ever heard that term before, mumblecore is a little sort of experimental thing in film where it was a lot of dialogue and not a lot of plot development or just kind of just people sitting around talking. So Penelope doesn't really have, it feels like that because it doesn't really have purpose. It doesn't really, I don't really know why this exists, why Netflix ordered it. I don't know who it's for. It's not a horror series. It's not a comedy. It's not really a drama. I guess it's maybe young adult would be maybe the way I would go with it because she's young as a character. There's no sex. You could watch this. Well, okay, I don't want to say that. There isn't, it's not Bridgerton. But I shouldn't say there's no sex. That's not true. It's a pretty breezy watch. It's very light. It's very inconsequential. I can't imagine this gets picked up for a second season. I don't even know what a second season was. Oh, she's still in the forest. 8 episodes of this again. Just kidding. I don't know. It was, I rushed through it because I kind of wanted to get it over. I just kind of wanted it to be done. And plus, some of the episodes are less than 30 minutes, so it was really quick. It's not even a full 4 hours of your life. I don't know. It's definitely above 3 because it's an 8 episode first season. So hopefully only season. I don't know, it explores some ideas. She meets some people in the forest. Her bear episode was really dumb. There's like a baby bear that walks up and she like kind of adopts it for the episode. I was like, this is a terrible idea. That's also sending a terrible message to anybody who might want to do this. Um, like I would move, pick up camp, move. Like, yes, Mama Bear is not here yet. Mama Bear will find Baby Bear at some point, and you need to get the fuck up out of there. But she's, I don't know, she's really naive about the whole experience, that maybe thinks that the bear has lost its mother or something. And she's like, well, I guess you could stay here. You're just a baby. I was like, that's a terrible life choice. You are making a terrible life choice. Of course, the series validates that eventually, but um, sadly, not the ending of the series. Sadly, not the ending of the series. Yeah, she's not great at fishing. She's not really great at anything. I don't know. The audio description of the show, I liked the narrator choice. It was very light. Um, it felt very like welcoming and just sort of like, hey, anybody could be watching this. I was like, yeah, I think anybody could be watching this. Like I said, I was like, when I hesitated at the sex thing, I was like, there is technically a little bit of sex, but I think it was all cut away. There's like no nudity or anything in this. There's just like suggested sex. It's like you can pretty much watch this with like anybody, and like the violence in here is pretty tame. This feels like a PG-ish, maybe PG-13, but like a light PG-13. Like you pretty much watch this with the whole family. So I love that the audio description is welcoming because, again, this series really has nothing to it. So it is nothing. I didn't really like it that much. It has nothing to say. Uh, I'm so confused as to how things like this get made. I think they were like, oh, Mark Duplass wants to make a show. Let's do it. Let's give him 8 episodes and some money. And so he made this, and I don't think anybody read a script. I think they were just like, well, Mark Duplass, yeah, people like his things. If you have to be a really big Duplass fan, I think, to really love this, or a nature fan. I think nature fans will get into this and be like, you know what? I've always wanted to go talk to a tree. I'm going to do that. Yeah. So, audio description's fine. I didn't catch any major. There weren't any like, whoop, I have no idea what's going on here. She just kind of walks around the forest a lot. That's pretty basic. You get her descriptions of her mostly up front in the first episode, and then she just kind of exists for the rest of the episode. Most of the characters don't repeat for more than 2 episodes, so the descriptions of them are pretty light. I think there's like one character that's maybe in 2 episodes. Everybody else is like basically like a 1-episode character. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Penelope. I think there are better things to do with your time, but I don't think this is terrible. I just kind of think it's like, well, that happened. So I'm going to give Penelope a C. That's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you guys on the other side.